Hey guys, welcome back. This is Vengat. So in this video, we're going to see another concept from the chat client is a advisor. Okay, so advisor is very interesting and very useful actually because it is like a base. Many places you might have seen. One line, if you ask me, have you ever worked on any filters in Spring? Then you can able to easily correlate this. Okay, so let's get started with the advisor. I will show you with some demos. Okay, you can see this is the Spring official advisor documentation. Under chat client only, right hand side, if you click, you can get to this particular section. Okay, so here itself they mention flexible powerful way to intercept, modify and enhance AI driven interaction in your Spring application. So which means before hitting the LLM or after hitting the LLM, is it possible, can I intercept and do something? Yes, you can intercept it. So to intercept and provide something to the LLM, maybe additional data, or we can give some additional context, or we can do some logging, some functionality, filtering, all those things we can able to do it. Okay, so basically one request is coming, intercept it before hitting the LLM, do something and get the response. Okay, so that's all about this advisor. Because as I told you, it's a filter, right? So if you see in the filter concept and all, any request, any request which is coming to the application, we can intercept it and do your validation or adding header, removing header or checking header, all those things we can do, and we can proceed further. We can delegate that request to the other chain actually. So same, the chaining concept only it's going to come here. Okay, same thing that we're going to see it. I will show you some examples, okay, how we can work with that. And here they mention some contextual data. These are common types basically. For example, if I'm asking something to LLM like about my name, tell me something about Vengat, it doesn't know anything because it does not have any information about me. If I give some additional context, okay, this is my name, this is where I'm working, this is where I studied, all those things, then LLM will start to give an answer. This is my own data. Likewise, if I maybe whatever the LLM we are doing, right? So contacting LLM or invoking LLM, it does not maintain any history. Okay, if I ask some question, next time if I ask a different question which is related to that particular context, but it won't answer in the same way because it does not maintain any history. For that only they mention conversational history, so we can maintain the conversation history also in between. So I will show you because if you see chat models API are stateless in the sense it won't store anything. Okay, because first request and second request there is no correlation. If you ask tell me some restaurant which have good food, it will give the restaurant information. Then after that pick top one restaurant, it won't give because even though the question is almost related to each other, but the LLM does not have the state information, right? It's not a stateful, it's a stateless. That's why we can maintain the conversation history. And you can see how we can implement, and they have some default advisors and all, like message, chat memory, question answer advisor, all those things are there. Okay, I'll show you with some advisor. And here also if you scroll down, you can see there is a simple logger advisor also, it is there. Okay, we'll start with this actually, how this logger advisor is working, then we will create some own advisor and we can play around with it. Okay, so let's get started. And if you see here, I already created one advisor controller actually, and it's a logger endpoint. Okay, again it's a get method, simple, it request param, I'm getting one query, and I added the chat client. Okay, so here I'm going to call this chat client dot prompt dot system message. I'm keeping as the default one. Let me show you quickly. This is what I'm passing in system message. Again, it's a travel and hotel assistant. Okay, then if I go here, let me close this. I'll pass the user, then query. So if I put a then you can see advisor is coming. So here only we need to pass the advisor. Okay, so let me put it into the next line. Here I'll simply pass the simple logger advisor, then dot call dot content. Okay, if I run this, what do you think? What kind of output we can expect? Okay, let me show you. Because we need a log here. So nothing I'm doing. Okay, whatever the query is coming, simply I'm just passing this advisor. Yeah, so let's close this, open the logger advisor. Same, I'm asking, can you list some hotels? Okay, let me send it. raw. So it is asking some clarification question. That's okay, because at least related to the travel assistant and hotel related stuffs, right? Okay, good. Now let me go to the application. Are you seeing anything? As the naming convention, you can see simple logger in the sense something it has to log it, right? But nothing is logging actually. Why? Something we are missing? Yes, we need to add something. Let me stop this. I'll go to the documentation once again. If you see, if you want to see the logs, you have to add this. But why? Why I need to add this? Okay, first get into the implementation. If you go to the implementation, right, this is the simple logger advisor, which is coming from Spring AI. And if you see, it is implement call advisor and stream advisor. Till now we are not seeing any streams, but just imagine stream is one more kind of advisor and one more way of getting the responses actually. Okay, now if I scroll down, you can see log request is there, log response is there, and any chain is calling, there is a log request and log response. Okay, but if I go inside, what is happening inside? See, logger.debug. Okay, so it's a debug request, it's not an info. If it is an info, by default it will print. Okay, because it's a debug, the log level it's set only to the info level, so that's why debug is not printing. Okay, for that only you have to enable the debug. Okay, so we will take this, I'll put it in our YAML file. In our YAML file, I'll just enter, add it. Okay, I think extra it got added because that's a property we need to put as an YAML. Okay, I added it. Let's see, let me run this. Now let's maximize it quickly. We can hit this again. Anyway, we will get the same response only, that's fine. So now let's go to the application. Oh my god, so many things are printed. See what has happened? Request, this is the request, it is logging. Basically you can see simple logger advisor, this is the prompt, and this is the assistant message it sent, all this metadata, so many things are coming. Even request limit, rate limit and all, it's coming, which model we are using, what is the token, how much token, basically the request and response from the LLM, everything logged here. That is all about this simple logger advisor. Okay, this is very interesting, right? Because we are intercepting it, we are simply passing the advisor. This advisor is actually intercepting the request and just printing the logs. Okay, now let me stop this. What we'll do, we'll create one more advisor from our end, custom advisor. So what we need to do, we need to implement the call advisor. Okay, so what it is showing, it is asking me to implement. These are the method you have to implement it. I'll implement this. Okay, and so you can see there is a two parameters is there. One is chat client request and call advisor chain. Okay, this request only we are going to intercept it. Okay, now we are not going to see the stream advisor, only we are focusing on the call advisor. Let me take this. So what I will do, I already had one prompt actually. Okay, let me see that. Yeah, so this is the user details. Okay, so this is like some preference, loyalty tier, preferred city, all those things. Okay, so maybe user specific in the user preference I can mention. Okay, that will be sounds great. Rename, I'll put, sorry, user, sorry for the name, preference advisor. Okay, cool. Now chat client, what I will do, I'll dot put chat, before this, let me add this context equal to, I had some context, right? I'll take this. So this is nothing but is a user preference. Whenever any request is coming related to hotel booking or a travel, it has to take this user preference. They want the loyalty tier gold, and I mean they had a loyalty tier gold and preferred room is deluxe and preferred city is Bangalore. It will always answer in this with this user preference only basically. Okay, now I had the context. Okay, here we're going to use the chat client request because this request only we're going to intercept it, and by using mutate we can intercept it. So here I'm going to take the prompt because there are multiple prompts, right? User and system prompts and all. Now I'm going to modify the system prompt because this is user specific or preference information which I'm going to send it to the LLM as a context actually. So here the same request, sorry, from the chat line request, get the prompt. If I type, you can see argument, system message, user message, and all coming. So I'm going to take the system message and here I'll pass the context. Now if you see, this is the new request. So chat line request, chat line request. Instead of this, I'll put updated request. Okay. Yeah, we need to build it actually. Yeah, build it. Now request is ready. So what is the next step? We have the call advisor chain. So we need to call that and we need to pass it, this particular request, to the next chain. So invoking next call and passing this request. Okay. So now this is done. Then if you go here, 1 second. In the controller, so we need to pass this because we can pass multiple advisors. So already is simple logger advisor is there and one more advisor we need to pass it. Okay. And before that, if you see, there are two more methods which we need to override. The order is nothing but it's like a lower to higher precedence, or whichever is lower it will execute first and higher it will execute later. And here name we can give anything. Maybe I can just take it from the get class and get simple name. Okay, it will give the class name actually. Okay, now we are good. Let me run this. Okay, it's done. So till now, whenever I ask this question, it is giving some it is asking some clarification, right? Now if you imagine, I already gave the AI context, like AI travel, sorry, you're going to be a travel and hotel booking assistant, but along with that I'm giving the preferences also. Now if I ask the same question, it should give that it should understand that preferences, whatever the user mentioned, the Bangalore and all those things, deluxe rooms and all, then it have the answer. Let's check whether it's giving or not. Yeah, now you can see some deluxe hotels like Bangalore, Leela Palace, all those things, it is coming. So our request is coming fine. Okay, so this is all about the advisors. Okay, advisor, by using advisors you can able to intercept it, and I think I have showed you with custom advisors also. There are a couple of advisors. Maybe if you go here, right, you can play around. If you go here, maybe I'll try to show you. If I try to implementations, right, see, these are the advisors which is already there. Safeguard, tool call, and memory chat advisor, chat model call advisor. Maybe I'll open one of the safeguard advisor, which is nothing but if you have any sensitive words, okay, so then it will detect and it will go for failure response. Okay, you can see there is a sensitive word, then it will check it. We can pass these sensitive words. You feel like these are the sensitive words which it should not accept, it should not proceed further. Okay, that is the expectation of this advisor. Maybe we can try this actually. Okay, let me take this advisor quickly, and if you see, I'll go here, I'll create one more advisor, new safe advisor. Then so let's try this quickly. It's running. If I add something like full, what do you think? See, immediately it is showing I'm not full. Maybe we'll do one thing. If I not passing this default message, let's see what it is giving. Okay, I'm just removing all those things, then I'm running it. See, I'm unable to respond to the due to sensitive content. Could we refresh the discovery? See how much it is useful, because we are intercepting and doing the modifying the request, right? Even response also we can modify it actually. Okay, we can intercept that response and we can do some changes, add some additional information and send it back actually. Okay, so I'm showing you some of the predefined advisors, and we created some custom advisors also, right? This is all about the advisor concept. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching it. See you then. Bye bye.